So if you look at Morocco DRC, you will discover that the DRC drew 1-1 against the Chief Polopolo in their last time out. And the Moroccan team, which is full of experience, you like the likes of Amrabat, you have the likes of Ashraf Hakimi, you have the best goalkeeper, which for me in Africa, Bono, and you have the likes of Ziyech as well for the Moroccan team. But you saw it's all you can only beat what is in front of you. They went on and they dismantled um uh an inexperienced Tanzania team with 3 goals to nil. So how do you think they should approach this match against the DRC and a little much more experienced DRC that parades the likes of Weasel for Brentford and former Chelsea academic player who doesn't really look the same when he was young, Kakuta. How do you think Morocco should approach this match?
Well, I think Morocco just have to be cautious because if there's anything we've seen about this DR Congo side is that they can actually hurt you. We saw against Tanzania, Tanzania practically gave no opposition. The Moroccans played the game at their pace, controlled everything. But today I expect a different kettle of fish. We've seen the combination between Bakambu and Yanwisa in front, Geokakuta behind them. Now, this is a team that is actually very, very okay. Defensively, they are not the worst either. With Chancellor Mbamba manning the defense, everything has been going fine for them. But what I just think is the Moroccans should actually be cautious. They should be cautious because it's all about the early part of the game. We know that Morocco, they are good, they are fleet-footed. Unawi is in the form of his life. Amrabat is having a good tournament so far. We've seen Akim, despite the issues he's having at club level, is a different kettle of fish for him whenever it comes to the national team. But be that as it may, they should just get through because if they concede early, considering that this the Congo team actually need a point, if they concede early, they might be in for some trouble. We saw the same thing in the game against Nigeria versus Cote d'Ivoire. All Nigeria just needed to do was to hold up the entire pressure that the Ivorians came with. But at the point, they got their goal, and that was it. So I will advise the same thing to the Moroccans. They've gotten their points against a very less fancy Tanzanian team, which I believe has led that match that led to so much controversy with the coach Amrush losing his job. However, we just have to just take it easy, play into the match, they don't need to come out and just try and look for an early goal as they did against Tanzania. At any point it comes, it comes. But otherwise, they should just play their game and they should be fine. I've looked at the Moroccan team, very well balanced. A mix of experience in the defense, mix of very vibrant youthfulness in the midfield with Onawi, very good attack. Budija, Ziyech, they are very good in what they do. They know what they do. But it all matters to what they actually can bring to the table today. Because you know that the same way they were able to streamload Tanzania, DR Congo will not give them that. They will not give them that avenue. They have to be able to ensure that they're able to stop the supply line, especially that supply line to Cedric Bakambu. We know what he's about. All power play. In fact, I love him and Inaki Williams. They are my kind of strikers.
Weasel. Okay,
Once
okay.
once they
Fine.
get the ball, you have them. They are running. Now it gives people like Yan Wiza around him a lot of chances because there's always going to be that second ball. So that is what they would have to watch out for. Especially the likes of Roman Size in defense. Watch out for those particular runs. Nuri at left back. This is a team that is actually balanced. Not to mention, just as you said, the best goalkeeper in Africa, Yasim Bruno. But be that as it may, I see Morocco actually taking it, but it's likely going to be a narrow victory, very narrow victory for them. I don't expect them to be able to just streamload their Congo the same way they did the Tanzanians.
Okay, we don't expect them to stream roll the DR Congo the same way they did with the Tanzanians. Hopefully, we'll have a match in our hands. We'll have all the teams will come to play at the end of the day. For the DR Congo, let me just take a moment and look at the DR Congo very well. We talked about the trio at the front. How good is their midfield with respect to this one? Because playing playing the Chief Polo Polo is quite more different from playing a team that has gone to the semi-finals of the World Cup in respect to Morocco. How good is how capable is the midfield, the DR Congo midfield, to control the midfield in this match? How capable are they?
Well, it depends on whatever the coach actually decides to come in with. We know that in terms of skill and style, they might not be able to match the Moroccans. But what they lack in style, they have in aggression. That is a typical West African type of football. They go aggressive on you, and we know that is the only weak point. In fact, that's one of the biggest weak points I have with Sofiane Amrabat. He hates physical, aggressive football. He likes football being played at his own tempo. Now, if they are able to get close to him, unsettle him, we might see a lot of mistakes from him. But from the midfield, most of all they just have to do is to keep it compact. Get a player to actually close down Unawi, because Unawi has been the life wire of the Moroccan national team. He's very good going forward, excellent tracking back. In fact, it makes the likes of Amrabat look better than they are. But all they have to do is just to put a player on him, choke the space. But it all depends on whatever the coach actually decides to play today. Because you can never tell what some coaches will play. We are all about how Nigeria was going to try and stifle Cote d'Ivoire. But what did we see? The coach came out, left the midfield for Cote d'Ivoire, and all he just wanted to do, get the ball from defense to attack, and it worked for him at the end. So you can never say never with some coaches. All they just have to do is to come out and just ensure that they make sure that space is denied the likes of Unawi and Amrabat in midfield, and they should be fine in that midfield.
Okay, your final prediction for this match. Where will it go? Where will your money be?
I expect a Moroccan win, maybe just 1-0.
Okay, 1-0 for Morocco.